Randy. Taking the little disc out there. Just saw Jeff, he's heading to pick up some chemicals so we can spray today. And I'm just gonna head out there now. Oh, you know what? That tractor actually needs fuel. Upon my arrival at the yard, it occurred to me that the 1 ton is up north still. So we can't put fuel in this. Plus this thing needs some hydraulic oil and some engine oil. It needs a little love. Just doing a little swap here. Gonna put the track machine on the heavy disc. We gotta get that disc moving because we only have the rest of the day with it. We're a little low. Hopefully can lift it with the hydraulics and we don't have to jack it up too much. Looks like we're jacking it. Heavy, regular. Got the tractor swapped so Randy can carry on. It's just about to get started. I'm gonna do a couple laps maybe with this little guy, see how it goes, just while I wait for Jeff to get here. Then we're gonna head north, get the 1 ton. This is planted without fertilizer, right?
Yeah.
With the planter.
Yeah, it looks really good. And after we get a little rain and then some heat next week, by the end of next week, they'll be much bigger and you'll be able to lift down the road. We'll see. But looks pretty promising, and then there, they're all working.
Back at the 1 ton here. Take this baby home. But first, we're gonna get Jeff set up to spray. He's gonna do some spraying today. Just heading down the runway. Just taking this over to Jeff. Then I'm gonna take the 1 ton home and then head out to disc. Jeff's just getting ready to spray
some winter wheat. So we're just making sure it's at the right stage. And yeah, it's fine. It's looking really good. So we're just killing weeds today. Killing dandelions. Anything that's not in the rows that you see is weeds. Like this a weed. There's some thistle, sow thistle, just the regular stuff. But it's actually pretty impressive. If we were to look at one of our spring wheat crops, we would see a lot more weeds compared to this, because this winter wheat gets such an early start because we seeded last fall. Right. That it's starting to already shade out the rows and fill the rows in, so it's choking out a lot of the weeds on its own. So
okay,
it's nice because we can use a lot less chemical on it compared to spring wheat. Yeah, it's a little windy today, but it's kind of nice. Blows the chemical around. It's just a matter of getting it down there and not blowing it away. Right on the edge of too windy to spray, but we'll give her a lead. So that's my project today.
Right on.
Yeah.
Finally back at the tractor here. Got my fuel pumping. Got my hydraulic oil. Got my engine oil. Just need to top those up and I can get going. Looks like Randy's put quite a dent in it. He's all the way on the other side of the lake. Small change in plans. I did a couple laps here, and I might go give Jeff a hand with the sprayer, just because Randy wants to let this dry out a little bit more. He's still on the heavy disc working it, and he says there's no panic, we can let it dry out a bit. So plus we still haven't fixed that disc. It would be nice to get you know, a full line of discs. For now I'm just gonna head up north, see what's up with the boss. All right, the old push me, pull me. Off the side. So this guy has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tillers, because it is only one seat in there, I think. There's a lot of plant there. So then we find the main stem, and we would count the leaves to stage it, because certain chemicals we can only spray if the plant's big enough and only up to a certain size. So this would be considered 1, 2, 3, 4 leaf. So it's a good time to be spraying it because it can handle the chemical load that we're going to give it. Oh. So that's our winter wheat. It's a lot more advanced than spring wheat. That's why we do it. And generally you can use less chemical on it too because it chokes out all the weeds.
The benefits?
Yep. It's cool.
Okay.
And just curious before I go, question for Smitty.
Yeah.
You're not worried about driving on the crops when you got to spray, and like what about when it gets bigger?
Well, when it gets bigger you can trample a bit, but right now it'll just bounce back. It doesn't even matter. Like these tracks here where we turn the, I don't know what this was.
Disc, I think.
You won't even notice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
No problem.
Thanks. There you go, Smitty. You're welcome, bud. All finished at this field, now just on to the next one. A couple miles south. Need to refill as well. Throwing rocks. Refill. It's not my last piece here. This section is split into 3 because of this creek or a river, whatever you want to call it. Just got to make sure I'm staying far enough away from it. Which I am. Loaded up, got the river piece done. Now we're heading back to the runway. Back at the runway. If you're wondering, why didn't we spray this earlier? Well, it's because we didn't have any water. So Jeff had to go fill up the 4,500 gallon tank, I believe it is, plus the 2 in the back. Whoops. Anyways, that's why we did a bit of a loop, and he was spraying out west earlier, so I'm gonna twiddle my thumbs for a bit. Enjoy this evening. Here comes Jeff. We finished spraying about half of that piece up there. Expecting a storm. There's been some good lightning out there. However, that's gonna be it for tonight. So until tomorrow, unless it's a rain day, see you then.